Okay, I want to tell you guys about this weekend, okay? But it's not a long story, but it's fucking embarrassing for me. Without a doubt, my most embarrassing moment in my life. But second thing is, you have to listen to everything because there's a lot of context that goes in here, dude. You guys might think it's not that embarrassing, but to me, it's quite embarrassing. So for those of you guys know that I went away last weekend. So on Friday, I went to my family in the West Coast, which is fucking awesome. I got there. Now, Shantae, my sister, she works at one of the bars there. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's just immediately go to, I'll get home. I'll pack off my stuff and then we'll go to the bars. When I get there, my dad is already there. So it's me and my stepmom, my dad, and obviously it's awesome seeing my sister again because I love my family. I really love my family. And as I walk in, the bar that she works at, the owner is there as well. And I called him Wim. So for any non-South African who doesn't know what Wim means, Wim is like a direct translation from uncle. Usually when people are quite old, and they don't want to accept that they're old, they immediately try to be cool and they make an issue out of being called Wim. So I was just there for the ride, so I just went with it, and he's like, oh, if you call me Wim again, I'm gonna make you drink a shot. So I'm like, haha, okay, sorry Wim, and then he throws me a shot. Now, I don't mind shots. I really don't. I will drink any shot you give me. The thing is, he thought he was very funny and he gave me a clean red hot rum shot. Now, I am not a rum drinker. So I had the first shot, literally a clean glass of red hot rum. Not glass, sorry, shot glass of red hot rum, okay? And then I take it and it's disgusting, but I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever the fuck, and I continue drinking. And then he said, yeah, this is my boy, you better listen to me. In my mind, it's like, that's the end. So me joking with my sister, Shantaki, I literally look at her and I'm like, hey, you don't pour me another one because I want to enjoy the weekend, right? That was my biggest mistake. So as I tell her that, he turns towards me. He's like, oh, are you threatening my bartender? But obviously it's all jokes because I mean, she works there and he knows it's my sister. He gets up. This man gets up. He doesn't take a shot glass. He gets a goblet. He gets a goblet and pours me a 6 rum shot, 3 double red hot shots. 6! So I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna be a sport about this. I'm just gonna fucking take the shot. So I swallow I take the shot once. When that last bit went into that last bit that I tried to swallow, and I chased my brandy because I was having brandy and Coke with it. I almost threw it up, dude. It was so fucking potent. So in that moment, I realized, okay, listen, you need to already fucking slow down because I've only been there for an hour. So I'm like, okay, cool. I tell my sister, I'm like, sister, give me a bottle of water, please. So I ordered 2 bottles of water and I'm chugging this water. I don't give a fuck what you say, who you think you are, and how cool you think you are in chat right now watching this video being like, oh, it's just 4 rum shots. Shut the fuck up. I felt horrible immediately. And I didn't want to feel horrible. I wanted to enjoy my weekend. So I'm trying to just compose myself. Drink the water, drink the brandy, everything's chill now. Having some nice conversations, talking here and there. I'm probably like 6 double brandies in because they sell specials. And I'm like, okay, it's time to go home. Woo! I'm like, I'm feeding it, dude. Like, I'll be honest, I'm feeding it. That M, he's like, no, I bought us another round. I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, he bought another special, so 1 for me and 1 for him, like 1 double each. No, he bought us each a motherfucking special. Now, we both have 2 brandy special, or 2 brandies just standing there, okay? I want to go home, dude, because I know that this is literally, like, I've been here for like 2 hours. I've been here for 2 fucking hours. That's it. And I'm already starting to feel like I'm gonna die. You guys know how I talk to my dad. I fucking love my dad. And I just look at him, I'm like, Yerasaki. What the fuck, man? Eventually, we go home. So now we go home. Now I get, like, where my parents live, fucking awesome. You have the ocean all around us, dude. The ocean breeze hitting me from left and right, dude. I'm pretty sure me and Satan had a conversation for a few seconds. It was wild. I immediately, as I fucking got there, I took out my fucking speaker box or my JBL, put it on the table, and I just started blasting music. Because like, if I put music loud enough, no one will talk to me. I'm still waiting for my brother at this time, by the way. Still waiting for my sister and her boyfriend, by the way, at this point, or fiance at this point. They still have to start arriving and start drinking with us. As I fucking sit down, my dad comes out and he's like, where's my drink? And he wants to drink again. So now I'm like, Chad, I'm telling you fucking now, I'm sitting there, I have a moment of euphoria. Or just a moment, not euphoria is the right word, a moment of realization like, listen, you've been here for 3 hours and I'm pretty sure you're already the drunkest you've ever been. You have two options now. You can either continue and just ride this wave and have a horrible day tomorrow, or try and pace yourself and like try and just survive this night. So in my drunk, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, dude. The music's pumping. My sister was there. My dad was fucking, even he was enjoying it. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna push for this evening. So now I'm like, okay, cool. You know, sometimes when you get pretty drunk, you have like, it's almost like you have borrowed time. You can like contact your buddy and be like, hello, listen, I just need 30 seconds of soberness real quick. Can you help me out? And then it's like, you turn sober for like a solid 30 seconds to a minute max. So now I'm like fucking dialed in, dude. I'm like, I'm sober, dude. I go get my car keys. I take out my bedding. I make my bed. I put everything ready. So I know that tonight when I get into bed, there's not going to be any fucking worries. I'm not going to have to worry about getting cold, nothing. From the point of, I want to say from the point of my brother and them arriving, which is about 5 o'clock. From about 5 o'clock, I do not remember much. And that is an important piece of this puzzle. The night starts hard, we go fucking crazy, and then we end up in the Wendy, we call it the Wendy house, but it's just like a little inside bar that my parents have. And that's the same room that I sleep in. So I remember somewhere during the night, we were in the Wendy house, which I remember as, okay, it's almost time for bed. My brother, my dad, my sister's fiance and her, they all bailed at like 11 p.m. apparently. Fucking pussies. I was pretty much sloshed. I was still going strong. Now, apparently from 9 p.m. until 11 p.m., conversations started to get very like pretty much Henrico just telling everything that he's ever done ever. So there was quite a few stories that I told. Okay, now I do not have a shame filter. I don't get embarrassed. So I told a certain story. So the thing is about this certain story, it's one thing if I tell Zassy or Tidy or some of my friends, but the thing is, this was my family. Like, I told my whole family about something that I did. Now, I do not remember telling them this. So Henrico wakes up Saturday morning feeling like Earth just fucking hit him with a meteorite. So now Saturdays are usually the day where we just kind of, we have like a beer and we have a nice little quiet drive for the afternoon. Oh no. What does Henrico do? Wakes everyone else up eventually. And I'm like, okay, let's go have a beer. Big mistakes. Big mistakes. Because we then went to Sandstone, and in my mind, I'm like, so Sandstone's like a restaurant, sorry, for context. In my mind, I'm like, okay, we'll just go have a beer. So we get there, everyone's in the party mood, dude. Had a nice little fucking meal, whatever. And now, this is about just after 11 a.m. So once we get home, so I learn as the day goes past, oh no, we've invited these people, this people. So now I know, okay, cool. So now there's more people coming in. These aren't like just random people. These are like family friends. So there's family friends, they arrive. And now everyone is, you know, the party is starting again, so to say. And I hear my sister and my brother talking about the stuff that I spoke about last night. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? They're like, no, don't you remember? And I'm like, no, I don't remember anything. What are you talking about? And they're like, do you really not remember? And the more I'm trying to tell them, like, listen, I do not remember anything, they start telling me the things that I told them. So apparently what happened was, and this is the part where I went as red as a fucking tomato could, because obviously everyone is now laughing at me. So apparently Henrico decided to go on a full fucking tangent about his experience with masturbating with deep heat. The thing is, I do not remember telling anyone this. And apparently I went into like super fucking detail of telling my whole family how I masturbated with deep heat. So I hit full fucking red. I woke up to my mom, I'm like, Mom, I am so sorry. And she's like, for what? I'm like, because of the deep heat story. And she's like, okay, I'll say in Afrikaans. She's like, ja, jy skommel lekker met deep heat, which translates to, yeah, you masturbate a lot with deep heat. And at that very moment, I decided that I will not remember this night either. And apparently I told him about everything. I told him about like washing my dick with fucking Head and Shoulders that like burned my penis, masturbating with deep heat, putting my dick in a toilet roll. I spoke to apparently I had a full conversation with my dad about how far I can come. Why? I don't remember this. They thought it was hilarious, obviously. And I guess it was funny, but it's just hearing about it afterwards and not remembering anything, man. It hit me so hard. Literally at that moment, I decided I did not want to remember this night either. So, you want to know what I fucking did? I went into the bar. My dad took out a bottle of fucking, Cactus Jack. And he's like, let me go find the shot glasses. I literally said, Dad, shut the fuck up. I took the bottle. I drank like at least a quarter of the bottle, poured a double brandy with my dad, drank the double, got another double, and I started drinking again like there's no fucking tomorrow. The rest of the night was history. I do not remember anything.
Hello, Shin.
Hey, Dad, how are you?
On you?
Are you busy?
A little bit, but yes, I can listen.
Okay, I need to tell you something. So, you know the deep heat story about this weekend?
Yes.
Firstly, I'm sorry again.
Yeah.
And number two, so I figured out why I use deep heat. Because heat expands.
Yes.
So does this make my dick look bigger?
Yes.
Not yes, that's genius.
I'm not sure that if it's genius,
I think it's pretty fucking smart.
but it's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, obviously it's dangerous.
Okay, all right.
I just wanted to tell you, I just had like a moment of like realization.
It sounds like a good moment.
Yeah, it was a good moment. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.